Hello, my name is Matthew, and for the month of November, I've been pretty much just reading Roman nonfiction. Plutarch and Suetonius, some Tacitus, um, Juvenal, Martial, and I've uh, kept true to that. I have not read anything other than Roman literature or nonfiction. There's been some Roman poetry. But in the month, I've bought three books that I would like to share with you, show you. Two of them are still um, in the theme of Roman literature or nonfiction, and the other one is not. It's totally different. And also, two of the books are um, Steve Donahue recommendations. So the first one I'll show you is letters from Pliny the Younger. Pliny the Elder wrote the natural history book, the natural science book. Pliny the Younger had these letters, and I started reading these letters as a break between the Roman history or biographies, just trying to get something a little bit lighter, a little bit shorter that I could pop in and out of. Letters are fantastic for that. And Pliny just immediately just has um, this unique, engaging voice that rings off the page. And these letters, um, it sounds silly to say, but it's important to me anyway. The letters really feel like um, genuine letters that were considered, but dashed off, written out, and sent off for a particular person to read. I've read letters from by Cicero, some of the other Roman statesmen that could come off, feel like discourses or philosophical treatises or lectures, and it's been such a breath of fresh air that Pliny's letters really just feel like letters. They're um, the thoughts or concerns, things that were interesting him that he wanted someone else to know, and we get a little bit of back and forth correspondence. Um, he was in the know. He was one of the who's who of Roman society. Um, so uh, really fun to see someone's name pop up. Go, oh yeah, I remember that guy. Um, I had asked Steve. I wrote Steve an email and I said, could you recommend a book on like the everyday life of Roman society? I had maybe a couple weeks. I'm reading these big Roman histories or the Roman biographies and sort of these large scale stories, or the biographies are of people that are larger than life. And I asked, is there a book just about like everyday life? And he recommended Daily Life in Ancient Rome by Jerome Carcopino, which I'm at the beginning of. Really fascinating. It's exactly um, bullseye recommendation as far as for what I was looking for and for what I got. It has illustrations of like blueprints of what towns would look like, and buildings, and really shows um, the different lifestyle, the dramatically different lifestyle that a slave or non-citizen or a working class Roman citizen, what kind of life they would lead compared to the Roman aristocracy or the Roman elite. And it goes into the beginning, goes into the infrastructure of the actual city. That the population of Rome was growing, and since there's no extra land that you can put down, the buildings started going vertical. They're building these buildings, homes, apartment buildings, wooden framing, trying to cut corners by using the thinnest wooden beams that you can use, and they don't have internal, they don't have like central heat or air, so in these little apartments there's people making little fires, and so there were constant fires, buildings being burned down, and that fear of what it would be like to live in a highly populated area where at any moment you could just be burned alive, die in your sleep by smoke inhalation, and what that would do to you mentally, and also how the government would try to pivot and fix a major infrastructure problem. It's really fascinating to read it from the people that are living in these buildings and being burned alive. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's still very enjoyable. Second book is a book that Steve had mentioned. As soon as I heard it, I thought, this is exactly the kind of book that I want to read. It has nothing to do with Roman history. It's a great big Russian book. And some of my favorite books are these great big Russian books. And this is called The House of Government by Yuri Slezkine. I'll show the cover. A saga of the Russian Revolution. And the House of Government is unlike any other book about the Russian Revolution and the Soviet experiment. I wonder where it says. Well, somewhere in here it describes this huge thing as a description of a single building in Russia. All the apartments, all the people that are living in these apartments, their different lives, and just maybe like a roving eye just going around from quarters to quarters, seeing how people lived, what they were passionate about, what they were afraid of, their hopes and dreams, and their conspiracies and paranoias, and on and on and on. I have no idea what the book will actually be like. At the moment, I don't even know if it's fiction or nonfiction. At the beginning of this thing, what does it say? It's almost, it feels cheeky. It says, this is a work of history. Any resemblance to fictional characters, dead or alive, is entirely coincidental. What am I supposed to take from that? It's full of pictures. I'm not sure when I'm going to get to this, but I'm really glad I decided to get a copy. So, The House of Government by Yuri Slezkine. The Daily Life in Ancient Rome by Jerome Carcopino. And Pliny the Younger, Complete Letters. So 3 books that I've bought throughout the month of November. Just wanted to share them with you. Do you have any thoughts about any of these books? Please let me know. If you know whether or not The House of Government is fiction or nonfiction, please let me know. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment if you would like, and take care.